friends, welcome back to another video. I am the Vegan Ohioan. My name is Angie and I am so glad you're here because today we're talking about one of my favorite subjects, which is meal planning. I absolutely love meal planning. It has done so much for me and my budget, and I'm just so excited to share this with you today. First of all, I just want to say you are awesome for being interested in meal planning, honestly. And I'm not just saying that because you're watching my video. I'm saying that because wanting to meal plan shows that you're ready to take care of your body and actually take action to do so. In this video, I'll walk you through my 9 steps on how to create a meal plan and stick to it. The key to this type of planning is in the name, meal planning. That is what makes it so successful. Taking the time to plan is so important because not only will it mean the difference between eating a chocolate bar for dinner and eating a home-cooked meal that you absolutely love and you're proud of, but it will save you money. And you may say, oh Angie, I don't have time to cook, I don't have time to plan, my life is so busy, blah blah blah. I just want to say that if it's important to you, like anything in your life, you will make time for it. And I would say that your health and your wallet is a worthy cause. All right, let's dive into the steps. Step 1 of my meal planning guide is to plan your budget ahead of time. If you don't already have a budget, there are plenty of online tools and apps that you can use to figure that out. I also recommend, if you're not into like the whole budgeting thing right now and you just want to focus on meal planning, I recommend you look at your previous month's expenses for food and groceries, and that'll help you kind of get a picture on what you usually spend, and it'll show you where you're actually eating out and where you can actually save money. Step 2 is to get inspired. This is all about finding the recipes that you love, whether it's through cookbooks, which I have a few of my favorites, so stay tuned for a video on that soon. But I also love Pinterest. It is such a great tool and you can save all your recipes to a board, so you can always go back to it when you're ready to meal plan for the next week. The key to this is the more that you pick meals that you actually love or are excited to make, the more you will actually stick to your meal planning and your menu. Because we all know at the end of the day, we are tired and we don't want to make something that we're not excited for. But if it's like a recipe that you've been looking forward to, like for me, I always get excited about food. So that is what is like my driving factor. If I come home at the end of the day and I'm just like really tired, if it's something that I'm looking forward to make, I will make it. Make a list of these favorite meals and recipes so you can always go back to it when you're ready to meal plan. Step 3 is to decide when you will plan each week, when you will shop each week, and make it a habit. When I had a full-time job, what I would usually do is plan on Friday evenings, so make my menu on Friday evenings, go shopping on Saturday, and then meal prep on Sundays. So that would leave me like a nice whole day to do all my meal prepping, which I will also be talking about in another video. Right now, since there's a pandemic thing going on, I like to minimize my contact with the outside world. So right now I am shopping every 2 weeks. So planning every Wednesday, shopping every Thursday, and still meal prepping on Sundays. Step 4 is to go through your crap and write it all down. And I mean all of it. Go through your pantry, go through your fridge, go through anywhere that you have food hiding out, go through it all. This is my method to reduce food waste. And if you plan your menu around stuff that you already have in your kitchen that you want to use up, this will save you money. This will save you time and effort you have to put into your menu. Also, it's a good time to clean out those pantries and clean out those fridges. I know we all have some random little weird science experiments hanging out in the back of our fridge. Now is the time to get rid of it. If this is your first time doing this and meal planning, the cleaning out part might be a big undertaking, so plan time accordingly. But I promise you, the more that you do this, the less work you'll have to do each time. Step 5, it's time to make your menu. Go through those favorite recipe books and Pinterest and that list of your favorite meals that you saved, and it's time to put those into action. Also, reference that list that you made of all of the items you already have in your fridge and pantry, and that way you can get creative with your meals. So for instance, say you want to make a mac and cheese and broccoli dish, but you have Brussels sprouts in your fridge. Go ahead and use Brussels sprouts in that dish so you don't have to go buy broccoli. Use what you already have and get creative, get inspired in the kitchen. So here's the way that I do it. I like to plan a big batch of something for lunch for me and my husband to have all week long. It saves time because it's only one dish. And for breakfast, I like to plan one thing for him and then one thing for me all week long. That saves time. For snacks, I keep it simple, like some fresh fruit or popcorn. I have an air popper, so that makes it really nice and healthy. Then what I like to do is plan a different dinner for each weekday because that's what I love. I like to experiment and have fun in the kitchen for dinner. So that's what I do, but you can totally do something different. For instance, if you want, you can meal prep and plan to have the same dinner on Mondays and Tuesdays, or have the same dinner on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and that'll save you a lot of time in the kitchen as well. Especially if you're just starting this out and you aren't used to being in the kitchen that often, this will help you out a lot. Also, again, if this is your first time doing this and getting takeout has been your go-to, go ahead and plan for it in your menu. Plan for a couple days and ease into cooking. Also, if you're a creature of habit and you like to keep things easy and simple, you can use the same menu for the whole month if you want to. It's totally up to you. And when you're writing out your menu and making it, write it somewhere where you will see it every single day. Create a menu board in your kitchen. Get one of those magnet dry erase boards and stick it on your fridge. Write your menu on it. Write reminders all over it to remind you to cook it and use it each day. Step 6 is to make your grocery list. Go through each meal that you plan on making and write down what you need to make it, excluding what you already have in your pantry. A list is so important when you're trying to stick to a budget when you go to the grocery store because you know exactly what you need. That way you don't fall into your old habits, standing in the store, staring at the greens, wondering if that bag of lettuce in the back of your fridge is still good or it's gone brown like it usually does. And all the while, the guy behind you is mad because your cart's in the way. To create my grocery list, I like to use my Amazon Echo Dot. This is really helpful because it allows me to add things throughout the week to the grocery list as things run out, as it's on my mind right then and there. I also use the Amazon Alexa app.
What can I add for you?
Never mind.
Canceling.
I also use the Amazon Echo app, and I can't say her name right now or else she'll activate. But I use that app as my grocery list, and I check things off as I get them in the grocery store. Step 7 is to price it out. One good thing that has become commonplace during this pandemic and made the budgeter and me happy was that most, if not all, grocers have an online portal where you can browse their products and purchase them for curbside pickup or delivery. Now, you can totally use it for that feature, but what I like to do is I like to plan and price it out. This lets me know how well I'm sticking to my budget. It's also really handy if I want to see if another store has the same product at a cheaper price. Another feature that I absolutely love is that it lets you know if something's out of stock. Then I can plan to go to another store. Step 8 is to go shopping and stick to your list. This will not only help you stick to your budget, but also help reduce food waste. Before becoming a meal planning whiz, you probably thought you had good intentions buying that bag of lettuce, but you knew. You always knew it would go to the back of your fridge and die beside that moldy orange. Now you don't even have to do that anymore because you planned everything ahead of time. Now, if you see a cool new product, I'm talking about us vegan foodies over here that like to try all those new mock meats and fake cheeses that are out there, then get it. And when you get home, incorporate it into your menu. Don't deprive yourself. This whole process is about eating healthier and thriving as your new meal planning self. And your awesome new self deserves something special. And my last and final step is to stick to your menu. Pick a day to meal prep your ingredients. This may be for meals that might take longer, and you can even meal prep your lunches and breakfasts like I do. Like I said, a meal prep video will be coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Make it a priority every day or every night to make the meals that you have not prepped. write it down on your new menu board, stick a sticky note to your forehead, write it on the palm of your hand. Just remember to do it. Remind yourself that cooking for yourself is an act of self-love. And with every bite, I promise you, you will see that it's all worth it. Also, make it as easy as possible. If this is your first time doing something like this, get your partner or your family involved. For example, my husband does the dishes after we eat, and I also help him clean up the kitchen, and it's also a fun time that we enjoy hanging out. Remember, always be kind to yourself. If you don't stick to your menu plan every day, that's okay. Don't beat yourself up over it. On days when I feel blah and I don't feel like standing over a hot stove cooking dinner, then I don't do that. We get takeout. But I always know how to balance and prioritize making dinners at home because that's when I feel my best and healthiest. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this inspires you and helps you to level up your meal planning game. Like I said, the meal prepping video is coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of this video down below. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.